did our local championship, our Lodge Championship in Walnut Creek. And I recall them taking a side basket that was empty and start warming up and practicing. And about an hour later, they decided to go ahead and step to the line and start shooting free throws. So I would bet she got in at least 100 to 150 shots before she even began. She was really preparing herself to do well. She's done well ever since.
The Elks has been a really wonderful experience. Daylee has loved it ever since she did it 3 years ago. She works really hard. Elks has just been awesome. The people you meet, the families, the different families, everybody's so supportive of her. We've received so many emails wishing her good luck. It's just been amazing, the whole experience.
Yeah, I mean, I second that too. I mean, you come into it not knowing what to expect, and when you come in, be okay, let's just try it out. We didn't even know like how good she would do. She ended up doing pretty well, and like she said, all of them, like, you meet amazing people. I mean, not just friends for now, I mean like friends for life. So I would recommend this to all the families. It's fun. And I mean, you go in there, you compete, but if you don't do well, I mean, don't get too bad on yourself. It's still okay. Just go in and do your best. Keep your head up and keep practicing.
Yeah, that you just have to, it's just to have fun, and that like it's okay if you lose. It's just a good experience. My experience in Chicago has been really fun. I met some new like people from all over places.
Overall, Daylee will never forget this ever, in life, and it's taught her so many things on so many different levels. And for our family,
This is great.
this is our very first time in Chicago, and to come out here for a free throw shooting contest is just, it speaks volumes like of the program. It's just awesome, and we're very appreciative of everybody. And Daylee's just very excited to be here, and we, it's amazing. I've told everybody about Elks. It's a great program.
Hello and welcome to Hoop Shooting the Breeze, our show all about the hoop shoot. Each month we catch up with past participants, volunteers, and other friends of the program. I'm Makenna, and joining me today is Daylee Dunn, a 2016 National Finalist and current collegiate athlete from Fresno, California. Welcome, Daylee.
Thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, it's awesome having you here. So before we get started, we have a winner to announce. So the service scorecard is now starting its 5th month. And we have our 4th winner from January. And so the service scorecard raffle winner winning a $100 donation to the charity of their choice this month is Taylor Becker. So congrats, Taylor. Way to go. We were all so inspired by the service you did this past month. And a huge congratulations to everybody else who participated. Everyone that did submit will also receive some fun hoop shoot swag items. So it's really exciting, and thanks again everyone who joined in this month. So Daylee, we started this video off with a clip from your time at the 2016 National Finals. And in it, your parents talk a little bit about, how the Elks kind of helped you meet people, develop friendships. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yes, I definitely can. So Elks brought 2 amazing people in my life, I would say. First, Coach Mike Rittenhouse and his wife, Whitney. I consider them kind of like to be my godparents now. And like, since Hoop Shoot, we like became really close, and they like attended my basketball games, and they were like at my signing party. And so like, I consider them really like close family now. And then I've also met like other amazing families while like competing in the Hoop Shoot, like some people who were at the Walnut Creek Hoop Shoot with me, and we like went on to like the different rounds together. We became friends with their families, and like just meeting other people, like competing against them. So I would say Hoop Shoot kind of helped me with like lifelong relationships with
No,
people.
that's incredible. And as you know, we had Coach Ritt on the show 2 episodes ago. And he's just fantastic. He's one of our most dedicated volunteers, and you went through his lodge as a hoop shoot contestant, which is just such a great connection. And it's great to see that footage with Coach Ritt there with you too. So that's really awesome. And
Yes,
I'm just
nervous.
I'm just wondering, besides the national finals, you meet all these great people, you develop these friendships. If you have any special memories about the hoop shoot, or the Elks experience in general.
Yes, I would say like the first time I made it to Las Vegas for the hoop shoot, I would say that was an amazing experience for me and my family. Coach Ritt and his wife, they were also present there. Like I got to meet some other amazing families too. I think I went with 2 other people from the Walnut Creek hoop shoot, so it was fun. We all went there and competed together.
Oh,
yeah.
That's incredible. I've heard a lot of fun stories about the Las Vegas regional, and that's such a cool experience to travel as a family, for the first time and go together. So that's awesome. Yeah, I'm glad that you had a great time with it too, as on top of just competing. But I kind of always am curious, when we talk to people who made it all the way to the national finals, if you, looking back on your time and had a chance to, kind of revisit it or compete again, what would be something that you'd talk to your 13-year-old self and say?
Oh man, there's so many things I would tell myself. I would say for one, you're prepared for this. You've practiced for long hours. Just trust yourself, take deep breaths. And I would say everyone else is nervous just like you. And I would tell myself, just enjoy every moment. Don't try to overwhelm yourself so much. Try not to stress, just have fun. Cause I'm only 13. I think you kind of stress yourself out when you're that young, and I'm in Chicago and all these people around me.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's an overwhelming experience, to suddenly be in a brand new place, a brand new environment, and really reaching the pinnacle of what you can, how far you can go in the contest, which is also, got to be so nerve-wracking. So yeah, that's fantastic advice, and definitely something that I think holds true, to everyone competing today too. You could tell that to any 13-year-old who's stepping up to the line. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
And way back in 2016, you had a trading card made. All national finalists receive a trading card with their stats, which is one of my favorite things that we do for the finals. And on your card, we listed, what your dreams for the future would be. One of which was to become a WNBA player, and the other was to become an Olympic track athlete. And I think that that's incredible. And you're currently a collegiate athlete at Fresno State University, pursuing those dreams actively, which is incredible. And can you share a little bit, about that journey to get to the point where you are now?
Yes. First, thank you, Makenna. Being a 2-sport athlete is definitely, I would say, incredibly hard because you're nonstop year-round between the 2 sports. I started running track in 2nd grade and then playing basketball in 4th. And people always tried to tell me you have to choose one. You can't love both sports the same. And I was but I honestly do. I love both sports. I can't, people still ask me that, and I'm I love them both equally. I can't choose. And to any kid out there whose dreams of becoming a dual sport athlete, I just want to let them know that you can. Personally, I want to do both for as long as I can.
Yeah, that's incredible. And like I said, I was involved in athletics for quite a long time and was really just dedicated to one sport. So I can't imagine the dedication that it takes to split your time and, really commit, and not just at, kind of a normal club level, which is also great, but all the way through, to college is also really, I think, inspiring for a lot of athletes everywhere. So that's really cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, thinking about dedication, what do you feel are, some really important aspects of being a dedicated athlete? And do you think any of those tie back to your time in the hoop shoot?
Yes, I would say one of the most important aspects is hard working, like working hard, trying to like better yourself every day. I would say I do think hoop shoot helped with that. I think it's like about competing with others and wanting to be the best, but most important is like improving yourself, improving like your overall best score, like improving your running times or like adding more to your basketball skills. I would say focus and like having a mindset of like, I'm going to get this done and I'm going to dedicate myself and focus on this task. I would say that too.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, I mean, it's not always about comparing yourself to others, but focusing on how you can improve and, just being determined to do the best you can. So I think that we see that all the time in the hoop shoot is, when we talk to hoop shooters, past, present, they all say, no one ever talks about how they were comparing themselves against, the person who was shooting ahead of them, but they're always talking about how they were in the gym practicing and putting in the work. So I think, you really nailed that same mentality, right, to get where you are today. So just also thinking about, what you'd say, to current and future hoop shooters or any athletes at all, especially those, dealing with today's, challenging times for athletics or facing adversity, if you have any advice for those.
Yes, I do have some advice. First off, I want like who's ever watching to know you're amazing. You can accomplish anything and do anything in this world. That's what I want you to know first. Like if you have a dream to play multiple sports in college, if you have a dream to go pro in a sport or multiple sports, you can do it. You can 100% do it. I just want you to know that. And I was like also say that there's going to be people who will be mean, who will doubt you, who will try to bring you down or like hold you back from like reaching or achieving your goals. But you have to be strong. You have to be like, I got this. I'm going to like push through and I can do this because I'm capable of anything. Because like for me, there's been so many people in my life from my past and in my present who doubted me and didn't believe in me. Like I've been through a lot and I can probably write a book one day. Yeah, I went through like a ton of adversity.
Mm-hmm.
People told me like I should pick one sport, that I can't do two sports in college,
Mm-hmm.
but I kind of like used that as fuel. I just trusted myself and my abilities. I trusted my faith in God, and I had support from my family. One thing, I'm a Christian, and even though sometimes I don't understand or I don't understand why I had to go through things or like why or what I was going through,
Mm-hmm.
I know he has like a reason for everything. And I kind of look at my life as like, if others see me like holding on and going through it, like going through something, like I will encourage others to like kind of do the same, like use my testimony to help bring hope to like another person, another individual. And that's kind of like really all I want is to like help people. I want to help children who go through things and like help them to like push through and know that they can do anything and that they can make it despite like all the obstacles they go through.
Oh, that's awesome. And if you ever write a book, I will definitely buy it and read it. So
Thank you.
I'm very inspired by everything that you've shared with us today. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about before we wrap it up for today?
I would just say that I'm grateful to have been here, Makenna, and I want to give a special shout out to my parents and to Coach Mike, Rittenhouse, and Whitney. I love them very much. And yeah, just thank you for having me on here.
Aw, yeah, thank you so much for joining us. Again, I will echo the shout out to Coach Ritt and thank him for the recommendation actually to have you on the show today. So it's been great to connect. And before we say our goodbyes, it's time to reveal this month's service scorecard theme. So as our watchers have heard, the service scorecard is a engagement opportunity for everyone that's interested in serving their community, building relationships, and getting out there to do some good. And it's all for the chance to win a $100 donation to the charity of your choice. So Daylee, can you do the honors?
Yes, I can, of course. So February's theme is community, with service projects that encourage you to build, engage with, and serve your community safely. So visit enf.elks.org/servicesc to participate.
Thanks, Daylee. So again, everyone is welcome to join in, share it with friends and family. Don't forget to post on social media using #HoopShootServes. And we'll be back here next month to announce February's winners. Again, thanks so much, Daylee. If anyone liked the show, please feel free to like this video, comment below, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, best swishes.
Wishes.